Nice. What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to restore the Battle Pyramid music from Pokémon Emerald. Now, let's start. I have my MIDI already loaded, and there's a timpani missing here. There's like a timpani and an electric guitar that's just not showing up. So that won't be present. It sounds a little bit not like the original for those, but most people I think didn't get this far in the game, so you might not even recognize this song anyway. In that case, let's play. Now, the drums are pitched up too much here. Let's turn them down. There we go. The synths are like really loud. Much louder than they are in the original. And everything else is like super quiet. But I'm digging the funky percussion they got going on here. There's definitely a cowbell in there. For the first time in Pokemon, they used a cowbell. Then you have this breakdown where everything just goes nuts. Chill out section. Nice. Alright, so let's rock this song. Let's play this first channel. This is all harp, I can tell you right now. So let's go and drag in our Sound Canvas VA. And let's call it harp. Wow, harp. Let's see, harp. And now let's go and copy these notes. Find first empty, call it melody. And now, turn it to 150%. Go to part, edit number 1, and turn off the reverb. And let's change it to a harp. Let's go to SC88 Pro Map, Strings Orchestra, harp. Okay, now let's play. Sounds good. I like it so far. The panning does not change here, which is a relief because I was kind of dreading those those big panned harp notes that are panned everywhere. We have to use 2 channels for it, but let's just copy and paste the value here, and then we are pretty much done, I think. There are some volume changes, but I don't know if they actually mean anything. This one does, okay. Oh, actually, and this one does. So let's copy this. Let's go to melody. Harp volume, and then paste this here. And now I want this to be like normal level. So let's go and raise it, scale it up, where like the top level goes to 75%. So that's like normal. Okay. That sounds great. All right, now let's move on to our next thing, which is strings. Let's clone this harp. Call it strings. Reset the automation. Let's hold Alt and push this down to under its MIDI channel. Let's go to change it to an ensemble strings. And now there's definitely an envelope on this strings. So I kind of want to, to bring out the, make it sharper. Oh, we also have a French horn, so let's go and add that in. And then a moment of silence. Let's go to brass French horns. And then we'll call this French horn. Okay, so we have more strings here. Let's see if it changes back to French horn after that. No, those notes stay strings. Okay, so let's select our French horn notes. Okay, here they are right here. Just a little sliver of, just a little phrase there. Oh, this is actually strings now. Okay, so we can exclude this. Control Shift with Control Shift, and let's copy. Let's Shift I to invert our selection and select. Now we have all the string notes selected. So let's go to melody. We'll go to strings and paste this here. Now this is currently pointing to channel 2. Which is a piano, but we want to change this to channel 1 and Alt-C, using Alt-C by selecting channel 1 and doing Alt-C. That way we can change it to the first channel in the sound canvas. Now that sounds nice, but in the original it was sort of a sharp hit. The strings were very like staccato, like not staccato, but like sforzando, marcato kind of thing. They had an accent on them. So to do that, we want the volume envelope. We want to put a volume envelope in there, and we're gonna use the envelope controller since the sound canvas does not have a way to manipulate the volume envelope. We're going to go and create one by setting FL Studio to control the volume knob with an envelope. So we make this curve. This is our envelope. And now we'll go, but I don't know if I have other strings, so I think I want to just control the strings by itself first. Because there might be other channels of strings, which will use other channels of the sound canvas. So we don't want to use the main line because then it'll control all the other channels. We want to use just volume 1. Actually, let's link to controller and go to articulator 1. Now we copy the notes to go to melody, copy the notes from the strings to the envelope controller. That'll tell it when to play the envelope. Nice. Now we have like this little volume dip. But overall, our volume has dropped considerably, so let's go and raise the volume multiplier to 175%. Now we have a normal volume. Now that's a bit much, so I might want to lessen the volume, but now our volume overall raises, so we can go raise this to about 162. And that'll be a good scale. Nice. Now it feels a little more like the original. I think it might feel a little sharper though. See, that's too much. That's a little too much. Let's go, I want to get it somewhere in between here. That seems about right. Alright, that's good. I like that. See if I have any messages. No. Okay. So now I want to go and take my panning from the strings, which I have actually none of. So, but I have a set knob, but I don't have any automation. Oh, yes, I do have automation. I don't know what happened there. Must have been something else. Okay, so let's copy these because I think, wait. Yeah, we have a lot of movement here. Okay, let's copy this. Go to melody. And then we will go to pan 1 within the strings. So it only pans the first channel because I'm almost certain we're going to have more strings in this song. More like another layer of strings. Okay, so now the panning of channel 1 is being automated. Lovely. Okay. Now, let's go on to our French horn. Let's check all that out. Let me raise my snap. I don't want it to be half a step. I'll take it as a beat. Okay, so... Lovely. Okay, and wait, do we have any volume changes on the strings? Yes, we do. Wow, we have lots. Okay, so this makes things complicated because now, not only do we have... We can't put it on the volume 1 because this is already working with the envelope controller. And we neither can we put it on the main volume if we have more strings. I can check if we have more strings, but it's likely that we do. On the off chance that we don't, I'll check and look at the strings. Not so far. That's our timpani. I think that's all our, Oh, what's this organ? Actually, it doesn't... Currently, it doesn't look like... Well, let's check this section. So actually, luckily, currently, it doesn't look like we have any strings, that are any strings in other channels. So these are our only string notes, it looks like. So we can actually put that automation on the strings main channel this time. Doesn't matter. It's inconsequential. Nice, we have this, crescendo here. But I want to scale this up because our strings are pretty quiet. I think they should be all the way at the top. Like, we'll have them peak at 100%. Like this. Now we can actually have our strings at a decent volume. Lovely. Okay, that's cool. Now we can sort of be free to... Well, actually, I want to check for vibrato, because sometimes he puts vibrato on the strings. Yes, and this is one of those times. So we do, in fact, have vibrato on the strings this time. Now let's go, and we have some missing information here, but it looks pretty predictable because we have a pattern going here. So let's just follow the pattern. But let me mute out those other channels, because I'm only concerned with this one right now. Except that the pattern of notes does not... Wait a second. Are there even any notes right there? That doesn't even make any sense, really. Oh, this is the other knob. Okay, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, so it looks like we actually don't really... I think this might be the French horn. Yeah, that's all the French horn. So we did not put any vibrato on the strings this time. Good. So let's go to... I think we're done with all that. Let's go to our French horn notes and copy them. Put our cursor where we want it and go to melody, French horns, and paste. Now let's Alt-C to change this to channel 1. Except that this coincides... Oh, because this is not string notes. I forgot. And cut that. Lovely. All right. All right, so now I've got my tea here I'm sipping on. All right, so let's see. Now we can move on to our next channel. This is going pretty fast so far, but we have a lot of complexity ahead. Look at all these notes. And this is a synth, actually, interestingly, and we only changed once, so maybe it won't be so complicated. Then we have a saw. So this first part is... What is this? Let me look at the oscilloscope. This is our pulse saw. I haven't had that in a while. very sparingly used. But Pokémon Emerald is like really out of pocket with its exclusive tracks. They really went all out, so makes sense. Let's drag in our Pulsar. And let's go and copy these notes, but we want to exclude those saw notes in there. So let's go and find those notes and just kind of we just need to know where they are. So we know that they go, actually there is definitely a downbeat here. Like there's some notes before the downbeat. So this should be sort of, let's see. Wait. I'm going to say this should be here. So this is where our downbeat is. So da-da-dum. So that would make more sense because yes, now everything fits evenly into the bar. It ends right on the bar, so that's good. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now now I can sort of reliably say, hey, this is a wow. So this saw is from bar 27 to 30. It ends on 31. So from 27 to 31, that is where we have our saw. That is where we want to exclude our notes. So 27 is here, and look, we have these. It's clearly different. We have this whole wild arpeggios thing going on. So we want to grab these and then Shift I to invert our selection, and that's all our pulsar notes. Now let's go and find first empty and call this synths. And then we'll go to the pulsar and paste it here. And we have vibrato because for some reason, because the patch, I saved the patch with vibrato on it, I guess. Let's remove that. Well, not remove that. Let's just turn the pitch envelope off because we might need it later. Now let's go and put a downbeat again here. There we go. Perfect. Now that's really loud, so let's save that for later. Let's play that. Okay, now let's actually I want to check the envelope on this. We have no release here, so let's turn off the release. Actually, we have no volume envelope whatsoever, so we can just turn this off. Lovely. All right, now let's go back to our let's go clone this pulsar. And let's make the waveform a saw instead. Let's go back to, and let's call this saw. Let's go back to our MIDI, and let's select those wild arpeggio notes. And these are going, let's not invert this time. These are going to be our saw notes. And now let's go here, go to the saw, and paste them there. That's really loud, so I don't want to play that too much. Okay, so now let me make sure that I have the envelope right. Yeah, there's no envelope on that either. Okay. So now we can check on our pan. Our pan is just a little 3% to the right. I don't even know why they have that, but whatever. Use that there. And now let's see if we have any volume going on. We do have a few volume changes. So let's copy that. And I think this is actually just the saw. So the saw just has a static this volume, but we don't even care about that because it's static, and we like the volumes. I don't care about the volume automation unless it changes in one instrument. So like kind of like this does. We have this random loud note. So let's go and copy all this. And let's go to synths, and then let's go to pulsar volume and paste this here. Lovely. Now, in order to make this a normal volume, I'm going to scale this to be 75% most of the time, like it normally is, and then there's just that one note that like sort of gets really loud. Okay, so now we can check on our, actually, I forgot about the vibrato on the French horn. Completely forgot. So let's go, actually I think I forgot about all the automation on the French horn, because this, do we even have any? Okay, so we have a static. We just have that static bit on the French horn. So let's copy this value and paste it to the main French horn line. Lovely. And then let's check on our volume for that part. See if it changes. It does change. So we have some changes in the some movement here. Let's go and copy this. And then let's go to melody. And French horns. Paste this here. But this is not the right place. It doesn't start. We started at the bar, not here. And it's because of that. There's no, I think it's because there's no downbeat here yet. And now let's raise this level to be, actually I want to, because I know I have more French horn notes, so in the other channels I remember that, so I want to wait till I get all the French horn notes to scale them. Okay, so now this, what was I gonna do here else? What else was I gonna do? I forgot. Okay, so let's go grab this vibrato automation. Oh yeah, I was gonna add a downbeat to the melody. There we go, now the timing is right. Lovely, now let's go fill in this missing information. Dun, 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 dun. And it seems like the vibrato is starting at like half a beat after the note, so our note starts here, so now our missing information must be here. Whoop whoop. All right, got it. Let's copy this and take it to our melody. You are the melody. Now let's go and we're gonna go to project. We're gonna go to French horns in the project, and let's go scroll down until we see gray stuff. Let's go to, on the gray stuff, let's go to modulation wheel, and we will paste this here. But look, there's this FL Studio. FL Studio hates to give us what we want. It likes to put things like where we don't want them, like especially automation. So it gives us the space that we didn't ask for. So now we have to remove that space and sort of thwart those plans. So let's go. Now our automation starts at the right time. Or rather, it doesn't. Why is this space supposed to be here? Why does this make it on time? That is strange, but I will own it. Okay, now the only problem is that our vibrato is too slow. So let's change the rate to 25. And now our French horn will vibrate faster. Lovely. Okay, now let's go back to our MIDI, and now we truly have everything that we need for our French horn. So let's go move on to getting our vibrato for the synth. Let's go to here and fill in our missing information, which would be... Let me see, what would this missing information be? We have... But it's... Okay, so this is playing on... The missing information is stopped on a somewhere where it's not 0. So that means there can only be one piece of missing information. So it must be that this is just 0. And I don't see any notes that really would benefit from vibrato. So this is probably just 0. All right, that's easy. Now let's go copy this and take this to our pitch envelope in the synths level. Now FL Studio is again trying to sneak some space in here and ruin our song. So let's go and cut this out. All right, and now our vibrato is too heavy because this knob, this pitch envelope knob, is very sensitive. So we want to make this value, scale it down to 20% of its usual value. Now we have a good value. Although that synth is very loud, so I don't want to play that too much. And ruining my ears. Now, I don't think we're going to have any... I highly doubt we're going to have any vibrato on the saw because of how short the notes are. Yeah, there is no vibrato information here. So, we don't need that. I don't need it. Okay, so let's go and take these French horn notes now. Ooh, that's a very good French horn player, if it actually existed. And we have nothing here. Why do we have nothing? Because in Emerald, the instrument file is kind of glitched. But I'm guessing that this is an organ. And if I go to the... I go to the file here, yes. So that's where the organ occurs, and I think this would be... Why am I not hearing anything, though? There it is, okay. But now I've lost my place. So our organ occurs here. Let us see now what is playing here in the file. Nothing, because I cannot hear anything because for some reason FL Studio is very glitched. Because computers never work. That is why. Computers never work. They are poorly designed, especially Windows. So let's see, I can't really figure this out. I've never really encountered anything like this before. So let's just remove this and try to put the song in again. Because for seemingly no reason, it's not playing. Let's go to battle. Let's go drag it in again. Maybe this time our computer will behave and do what it's supposed to. Yes! It will now do what it's supposed to after we caught it. Not working. Let's turn that down because it's really loud. So our organ, I can't even hear an organ in there. I do not hear an organ in there. Let's see, wisdom. And then there's actually some notes layered in here. How is that possible? Strange. That is very odd. So let's just go, let's put that on the back burner for now. Let's go and grab our actual French horn note since we know what that is. Okay, so we know that that's a French horn. Let's see if we have any more French horns in here. We have our guitar. Ooh, there it is. Let's Control Shift and take this line. Okay, so that's all really. Let's go copy this, send it to Melody, French horns, Alt-C to change to channel 1. Lovely. Now let's go and grab our panning. So we have panning here for the French horn, and then those last 4 French horn notes at the end are here. So we do have a change in panning. We have it over here, and then this last part will be here. So let's go to our melody. Let's copy that and go to our melody. Now let's go to our French horns. But I didn't need to put that. Oh, I think I just have a I just had the knob, so I didn't paste that the French horn line with the thing. So let's go and let's just move this selection here. Let's select by the bar. Let's go and put our cursor here. Now just select this. Okay, so let's Control Insert here. Now we have the right amount of no, that's our strings. We didn't need that there. We needed this here. But actually, I don't know if I have any notes because the note phrase doesn't start until here. Yeah. So let's select there and Control I. So now we have the proper automation painted in there. And now let's go and paste our automation. But it's gonna push everything back, so we want to first delete this space and then paste. Now we don't need all of this stuff. Actually, this needs to move over here, this part, so this doesn't even. Let's see. I want to copy this level, this value, and then I want to remove it. And then I want to go find those last 4 notes. And then I'm going to paste the value back onto the panning. And then I'll select this and Control I. There we go. Now everything is panned as it should be. Lovely. Okay. Now let's go for our volume. If I recall correctly, we had some good volume stuff happening on the French horn before, and now we'll have it probably have it again. Here we go. Now this would happen. Let's see. We have some stuff going on in the latter part too, so let's go copy this whole thing. Go to Melody, French horns, and now we already have some information here, so that's going to make it a bit difficult to paste this in a way that preserves the existing information. So we need to go. I'm going to go and copy this first part, See, so it stops here. And that is the amount we want to copy. So let's copy this. Go to our melody. French horns volume. And then we'll delete this space once again and paste the information here. And now the existing information is preserved. Now we just need to go to the other, to grab the volume of the other part. The last 4 notes. Okay, so our phrase starts here. And we just have this little crescendo here. So let's copy this. Now, FL Studio is going to omit this part because it's poorly programmed with automation. It's not really very user-friendly when it comes to automation. So what FL Studio is going to do is omit this part here because I don't have the beginning that I need. So I could select from here, provided that will not intersect with our other M notes, which it won't, so that's good. Now I could avoid having to sort of copy that all over again. And now I just want to copy from here to here. So now I can go back to melody and then go to French horns volume and paste this information here. Lovely. I love it. It's lovely. Now let's go. Oh, welcome Gamer XT. Welcome to the stream. Now, let's go and now we have our mystery wave here we have our mystery instrument, which is usually an organ, but I don't hear an organ in the original at that moment. So, but also these tempos are sometimes out of sync. So we have this French horn. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Yeah, see, it's almost like that synth, but it's not quite like the synth. I hear strings in there. Let me see. I think we have some strings. Yeah, we have those strings going on. It might be that the instrument just isn't there. So we'll treat it like it isn't there, and if whenever we do A and B comparisons, if I don't hear it compared, then there's no problem. It's probably, so this is pointing to a dead channel, which probably means he might have just wanted an organ there originally and then just took the instrument away without removing the notes. That is also distinctly possible. But this instrument is here. This is our guitar. So let's go and clone our French horns. And hold Alt, push this down. Let's call this guitar. And then let's make it a guitar. Lovely. Let's reset our stats. So, it looks like we have our guitar starting here. Yes, nailed it. Okay, we missed a little bit here. Okay. Actually, that's an echo note, so I don't even want that. So everything here that I've selected is a guitar. Good. Now let's go and put our cursor here. Let's copy this. Go to Melody. Go to our guitar. And just paste away. Pasting away the moments that make up a dull day. Now let's go Alt-C to make this channel 1. We have a lot of fugue going on here, as in a lot of melodies happening at once. Okay, so we have a lot of echo notes here. Now, but I usually say we can't glue this because we can't glue the notes together because we don't want the we want the notes to be short. So, and that's true, but now we have all the notes the same length. So we can just glue them and then shorten them. So in order to remove these echo notes, we're just going to use the glue tool. And now all of these notes are going to be fused with the ones next to them. But now we have these long sounding notes. And we don't really want that, but it's the guitar, so I don't even think it matters. If it was a high sustaining instrument, you would be able to tell that there's like, it would be, but I want the notes to be clear, so maybe we can just do it for posterity. It really doesn't matter that much. Now the notes feel a little sharper, which is nice. Okay, but now we have to remember later we need delay on those notes, so remind me of that somebody. That somebody will probably just be me, so I'll remember. I'll be sure to, I'll be a responsible person today. Now, let's go and check out our panning. Which, we have nothing here, so I don't know why there's panning here. Now, here is our guitar. That is our, French horn, so we don't care about this stuff. So, for all intents and purposes, we have a static pan. So let's just copy this to the value to the guitar. And then we're done with that. Let's go and check out our volume. We have lots of stuff going on here, but we are only concerned with stuff that happens when our guitar starts. So our guitar starts here. So we want everything here except I think this is this is from the French horn. No, that's for the guitar. Okay. Now let's copy this stuff. Let's go to Melody, Guitar, and let's paste our stuff here. But now FL Studio is not very well programmed with automation, so it's going to forget some of this automation because I didn't copy it from the beginning of the time the automation happens. So we want to now put that back in. I'm pretty sure this was just here. Pretty safe to say. Now my guitar is really quiet, so I would like to, I'd just like to scale this up to 75%. I want it to be 75% most of the time. Lovely. And now I think I've got all my French horn notes, right? So I might want to scale the volume of the French horn up. I do believe we don't have any more French horn notes. Probably not. So let's go and now scale up our French horn. I've been waiting to do this because the French horn is so quiet right now. Let's Alt X and to bring up the level scaling window, and let's scale these levels till it's 75% most of the time. Most of the time. Let's see if that sounds good. Lovely. I like that. Okay. Now let's go and look for vibrato. Actually, I think I've been slacking on my vibrato. No, I didn't forget anything. Except for the French horns here. I forgot about my vibrato on these second French horns. We have vibrato in the beginning when the French horns play, and this might be them. No, it's, well, could be. No, it's no vibrato on these French horns. So this is going to be for my French horns. Actually, I can just copy this whole thing and then just cut it to the cut the rest to the guitar. Okay, so let's go to project. And let's scroll, we are in French horns. Let's scroll down till we see gray stuff. And let's select the mod wheel at the top of the gray stuff. And now we want to splice our information here. Okay, and so I am going to, I need to be tactful about how I do this. Let's just make sure that whatever happens, we want this information to sort of stay, this first part to sort of stay at the end of 17. So let's go and just paste this here. And then this all is for the guitar, so we can cut it out. Okay. Now that is definitely not right. So I just want now, there's no way of avoiding that. Let's see. So now real quick, I'm gonna fix this. This is broken now. But I want to real quick go and paste this information that I've cut. Since I have my selection open, my selection is correct. I want to paste this information to my guitar vibrato. Paste that there, and now we have all our vibrato notes covered. Except that there are still some I think those notes at the end get vibrato, and I forgot about that. So let's fix our French horn. We have a few tasks piling up on us. Let's go to patterns, melody, French horns, MIDI CC. And now remember, we wanted this to happen at the end of 17. So let's go see how much information we need to put back in to get this back on track. Let's go and I know I need at least this much space. Let's see. Control, insert. Now I just need to insert one more thing. Yeah. Wait a second, that's not right. Oh man, what did I do? I think I really messed that up. Okay, so let's undo a lot of that stuff. Let me go back to, not that far, but like, after I did that, so I have this information here. And now I want to I want to get my vibrato from the French horn that I forgot about before. And this is really all I need. So that what I messed up was like doing too many things at once. And not only do I need to copy this, but I have this missing information here that I need to fill in. So I was getting way ahead of myself. So now the sort of delay between the notes is like this note is the note here, so this is a half of a beat. So, and now this note has a half a beat after, meaning I'll probably want this vibrato to be here. Okay, perfect. Now I want this piece here. This is our French horn vibrato. Let's go back to melody. And now this time we have it simple. Let's just go to French horns, go to our modulation wheel, and let's delete this information. Delete this space, I mean. Paste this here. Now everything is where it should be. Lovely. Okay, now we can take care of our guitar vibrato. Let's go to here and oh yeah, this is where we had nothing. So I don't need this until here. Here's where I need stuff. I need stuff. Okay, let's copy this. And then we will go to melody. And then let's go to guitar. This is guitar, right? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, let's go to guitar. And let's go and paste this stuff here. Okay. That is very good. Now we should have our speed. It should work right. It's really quiet though. Oh, that's you guys. Lovely. I like that a lot. Oh, it's got a tack on it, so let's go and I like that. Okay, perfect. Now let's see what we have next. What's our next thing? We have some, actually, how far are we? Lovely. How long have I been doing this? I'll say I'm going to take a break after this channel. So let's go grab this stuff. But first I want to clone my guitar. Wait, no. Reset this information. All this tubular bells. And then make this tubular bells. Let's go to part, chromatic percussion, tubular bell. Now we have more guitar there. This is all tubular bells. Wait, no, that's our other channel going at it. Forgot to turn that off. But we do have more guitar there. Now, Control-Shift. Okay, let's copy this stuff. Let's go and Copy that, and then we'll paste to the tubular bells. Lovely. Let's go Alt-C to change this to channel 1. Ah, but we still have our attack on this, so let's go turn it off. I like that. Okay. I like it. Let's go copy this automation. Go to Melody, Tubular Bells, paste this here. And not all of this belongs to the tubular bells. We have this stuff here, which is for the guitar. This stuff belongs to the guitar. I like that. Okay, now let's reduce some of that release because it's a little ridiculous. Turn it down like that much. Okay, now our... Let's see, our volume... I just copied volume. That's right. I usually copy the panning first, but not this time. See, this is guitar stuff. Okay, so our panning does change for the during the tubular bells. So let's go and paste it actually here. Paste that, and then we will remove this. And now we just have that one change here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now let's go get our guitar notes now. Secondary guitar notes. Now I don't want to copy this. I want to copy that, and actually this too. Now let me denote where this starts. Lovely. And paste. Now go to Melody. Then we'll paste on the guitar. Now this is going to be channel 2. So let's go select 2 and Alt-C to change. Now that's currently going to be a piano by default, so we need to go to part 2 and then change this to SC88 Pro Map guitar. Turn off the reverb, and now we are golden. Except we just need our panning for this. Now currently we have our panning on the main line for the guitar, but it's just a knob, so it doesn't really change. So all we need to do is copy this value, go to current project, generators, guitar, and now we need to say that pan 1 is going to have this value. And then we need to reset this. And now, wait, we have volume on the main line. Let's go and cut this and send it to the volume 1 instead. So now there's nothing on the main line, so whatever we do with that volume won't affect the other channel that we have simultaneously going on. And now we just need to go and grab our panning again. Well, I think we didn't grab it the first time, so that's okay. Oh, it's here. Okay. Now this okay, so that we need, and then we'll copy all this stuff starting here. Actually, we can just copy the whole thing. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't even matter. Okay, so let's go to now Melody, and then go to pan 2 on the guitar. But now FL Studio tries to mess up our song by giving us the space we didn't ask for. So let's go and delete that. And then we're golden. Now, lovely. Alrighty, so now we have, let's go get our volume for this. Our volume is going to start here and end there. Actually, it's going to end here. So let's copy this, go to Melody, volume 2, and then we'll paste that there. Now let's Alt and actually let's Alt X, and we want to scale this up to be 75% so that it's a proper volume. Lovely. Actually, I want to scale the other one up too. No, that one's already scaled up. Okay. Okay, so now all that's left is our vibrato for the guitar. Now we have some missing information here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is a step of delay. So this one comes in after a step. This would be right here. Okay, so now let's go and copy all of this. And go to melody. Then we'll go to our guitar and scroll down to modulation wheel. Oh, but we already have some stuff here. That is because there can only be a vibrato on the first. There can only be mod wheel data on the first of the channel. So we're gonna have to make this vibrato automatic. So let's go set the speed to be 25, and then we'll set the depth to be something automatic. Let's see. Lovely. That sounds very good. Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, lovely. Now, the next thing we have is going to be synths. But seeing that as this is like a good stopping point, actually this is timpani, but I'll take care of that later. Seeing that as this is a good stopping point, I'm going to take a break because I've been here for an hour. So we'll come back in like, say, 30 minutes. Let's regroup. Hi, Gabrielle Kovac. Welcome. Sorry, I'm just leaving. I'm just taking a break, but I'll come back in sort of like half an hour, 15 minutes maybe. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in half an hour. Break time.